to the crater. So there's a viewpoint to this natural wonder. So here, crater there, volcanic crater, and then we'll talk about how it was formed. And afterwards, there is a good little walk from here all the way to a village here called Orongo. So is it in total 3 kilometers, something like less than 2 miles? Is it of course going up and down, but the idea is to go slow.
But really further back is the back wall. That's the back wall of the platform, or this high altar. So there's the second one here, there's another rock, and then the third one is the biggest here, 6 meters height. And then it's another group of tree over there, which is also has the grass and rocks going upward. So, and then that group of wine look like a triangle because it's one in the center and 2 by the sides. Yeah. So in total, 6. Hopefully you were following all the way. So the red cylinders also are falling over in the front. So this is a very thick main core of what we know is a lava flow. So outer crust of this lava flow, a really good eye socket here. Yeah? Really. There's 22 heads, eyes off the island, different museums, so they fell forward and then it cracked most of the neck. The cylinder that represent the hair, remember? And there's another head here if you want to take a last look to it, yeah? The fact is, it was found laying down right here in this kind of ditch and hole here by Thor Heyerdahl. That a Norwegian expedition led in and it arrived in 1955 in this island. So Thor put it up this moai and left it half buried. This moai in fact used to have 2 heads, and I learned this from the oral tradition. I was like, I don't see any head, but what we could see is it's unusual curvilinear kind of a curvy line of a shape of a kind of chest, and probably that's the chest of a female figure. In every case of a statue like this, it should show if it's a rectangular shape there. This is the tapa cloth or hami, spell it H-A-M-I, hami, and that's the tapa cloth of traditional clothing. That means it's a man. In the women's case, the female organ used to be exposed, probably full all over around the female organ design with tattoo, permanent tattoo. So in this case, it used to show it, but Thor Heyerdahl left it half of it or little centimeters on the ground to keep it stable upright. Yeah? That's why it's been upright since then, 1956. This is recorded by the HMZ Topaz that arrived in 1867. On board, it was Linton Palmer, the doctor, that he is drawing some sketch in his private notes, and he draw a moai with 2 heads with that female organ design between the hands. So this is it. The card. Okay.
Tiene esto.
The second one close by the big one is Motu Iti. Iti means smaller. And then the cone obelisk almost designed, the cone shaped one is Kao. Kao means by your side. The arc. They place it a larger stone in the center and then still pile in smaller pieces. This is, I know I want to touch it too, but it's right there in front of you. Don't touch it. It's a slab stone, naturally lava flow, really sticky when it shrink and it cools down. So this is just already natural. They just hammer it to the wall and then came all these pieces already off. So there's communities in the world that do this. ukulele, and ukulele. Half bird, half human. I will show it perfectly later on. Circle.
See it, yeah.
Yeah, that's one eye. It's big, like a big head and eye,
Like an owl.
together, like an owl. Correct. Yeah, like an owl. In this case, of course, because you have the head as a bird, but the body is the form of a human body. Yeah, and it's kind of this position always. So what happened show was that 100 years more or less took this period, because every year
Put a new one.
they put a new one. They carve a new one of like a trophy or like the best register. For us, petroglyph is the only photograph from the past. Either if it's a real fact, visual fact that they saw it and carved it, or a religious representation. In many cases, these are religious stuff. Yeah? Yeah, so very close to a chicken here. The village is following a bird shape, seeing it from the sky. Period. It's not from the Bergman period, this symbol. It's a very new, make. Even registered by the Spanish expedition here in 1770. Yeah, make. So paintings were inside the house and also above it, like on the ceiling. But a clan leader not necessarily has to be like that, because the stomach, the big belly, is a symbol of high social class in Polynesia.